Talking hoops on the K&C Masterpiece. This is Kevin. I'm Corey. That's our ad. You might recognize us from that. I'm not really sure. You might recognize us from walking around and doing a lot of nothing most of the time. Anyway, Kevin, what's going on with the basketball action in Plano and the District 9-5A?
That was a good setup. I was really hoping that you would say, let's talk about basketball, and then I could point out that you didn't even see a basketball game tonight.
Did you see a basketball game tonight?
No, because I was out on the pitch, as you described it, freezing cold. Talked to a couple basketball coaches afterwards, said I wished I would have been inside, and they laughed. But you know what? We're going to talk about basketball anyway. On the girls' side, Plano East, Plano West, and Plano.
Each had a girl dunk?
You can direct your emails to Corey Majors. That's C Majors, Magers. Don't want any misspellings. At acnpapers.com. Tell him how you love fundamental basketball and he's a chauvinist pig. Now, back to the story. Plano, Plano East, Plano West, they each won. And they each have a goal, and it's all kind of different. Plano West, they want to keep their district lead. They're up by 1 over Plano East. So obviously, Plano East's goal is to catch them. But they can't do that without West dropping a game. Now, Plano, their goal is...
make the playoffs?
There you go, make the playoffs.
I'm good at tests. Multiple choice is usually my best, though. Go ahead.
Now, to do that, they probably need to win their last 2 games, all right? And one of those is going to be against Plano West on senior night. Yikes. With the Lady Wolves probably trying to clinch outright district championship. So it's not going to be easy for them. Last year, if you saw Plano West, Allen needed to beat Plano West in the last game of the year to make the playoffs. West throttled them by like 30 points. So they're not going to show any... They're not going to show any sympathy to anybody, but Plano, they won tonight, and that's what they need to keep doing. Friday against Wiley, win that game. Huh?
Who'd they beat?
They beat Berkner.
That's a good win. Not really.
Not on the girls' side so much.
Because they have, like, no girls that are above 5'8".
They're just not that great. Them and Richardson, right at the bottom, the cellar dwellers. But they got to beat Wiley on Friday, and they got to beat Plano West on Tuesday. So either Plano is going to the playoffs, or, actually, if they go to the playoffs, that probably means Plano West falls back into a tie for first place with Plano East. Assuming, of course, Plano East keeps winning. So many possibilities. There's only 2 games left.
Yeah,
what do you think is going to happen?
I'm not going to make any predictions on what's going to happen, but I do think that I've been saying all season long, I've been saying, I be saying it. You know?
I just wanted to have you talk because my nose keeps itching and I wanted to divert attention, but you got nothing to say. Let's move on to boys basketball since Corey is useless.
I had something to say about it.
All right, what do you have to say?
What did I have to say?
And you're done. Let's talk about boys basketball. Now, boys basketball, again, Plano East, Plano West, they win. However, Plano, they lost. Plano's 3-7. To have any chance at the playoffs, they have to win their last 4 games. All right, their last 4 games, it's a tough schedule. And even if they win all 4 of those, there's still a good shot that they don't make the playoffs. So for Plano, they've made the playoffs 6 years in a row. 7. It doesn't look good, but, I mean, just like on the girls' side, this is a scrappy bunch. Tom Inman's done a really good job coaching them. They don't have the most talent in the world, and I don't mean that to disrespect Plano. It's just, some years you have more talent than others, and this year they have...
East has all the talent?
Yeah, and so does Plano West. In Plano, they just don't have as much talent, but those guys play just as hard as anyone in the district, if not more so. Now, Plano East, Plano West, they both won, still tied for first in the district. They're not going to play again this season, so they have to take care of their own business. Plano East, they thumped Richardson by 14 points. Now, I know you're thinking, Richardson, who cares? Plano East cares because they lost to Richardson at home a couple weeks ago. Only scored 41 points. Worst game I've seen Plano East play, not just this year, but probably the last 2 years. All right, so they win the game. Plano West, much tougher. They beat Lake Highlands. The game went to overtime. And in overtime, who do you think came up big in overtime? I'm going to give you a hint. Super soft.
Who?
Super sophomore.
Or Damiani? He's a junior.
He's a junior.
Tyler Melville?
Also a junior.
Ross Self?
Jackson Jeffcoat. Wrong. It was Bakari Turner.
Bakari Turner. Hey, that's the official player of the K&C Masterpiece right there.
Bakari Turner had 15 points on the night. He also had 8 points alone in overtime. All right. So there you go. Plano West won the game, 85-76, outscoring them 13-4 in overtime. Or if you want to break it down, Bakari Turner had 8, Plano West had 5, and Lake Highlands had 4. So Bakari Turner is really the winner. I don't know how that'll count in the district standings. But Plano West got the win. Plano East got the win. There's, well, I saw your shirt, so I knew that was a possibility. There's only 4 games left in the district standings. It's going to go right down to probably the last game of the season. And I wouldn't be... Are you still mad about the shirt comment?
I don't understand what that means either.
I know you don't.
Oh.
There's a very good chance that these two teams will meet again in the playoffs. Maybe not a very good chance, but there's a chance. You think West could come through if they played a 4th time?
Yeah, John West is a great player.
Way to just not predict anything. There you go. Basketball. Did the best we could since we're out on the pitch for the soccer openings. We'll get back to live basketball coverage Friday night. Sure, we'll have a video at 1 in the morning where I'm talking about getting a Baconator and Corey wants to go home.
You know, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning right now.
I know it is.
It's 15 till. Why are we still here, Kevin?
For Corey Majors, I'm Kevin Hagelin. This has been the K&C Masterpiece. We'll see you.
I'm out of here.